Hi there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Taryn. We talk about all things finance related on this channel, from the zero-based budget method to cash envelopes, fun savings challenges. We also talk about things that impact our finances, whether it is for the good or the not so good. So if any of that is of interest to you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, join our community here, and let's get into today's video. Okay, you guys, I am like a month behind on going through my credit or debit card spending. So let's hop into my spending tracker binder. This is the binder I use to help me track spending that I've either used a debit or a credit card for. This is what helps me reconcile those purchases. This dashboard is from the Aesthetic Dollar. This one I'm going to be adding it to the shop. Someone asked that I start to make A5 dashboards like this, so it would be like matte vellum. I really prefer those ones. And then something I'm toying with are, I just feel like I need to make it a little bit bigger. I made it the same size as most of my dashboards, but I feel like these ones need to be a little bit bigger in case you're using the zippered envelopes. But, you know, something like this with the vinyl. So just a couple ideas. Let's go into August. Okay, we're good here. Oh yeah, this is for our date night. I think I reconciled that from our checking account cushion. So I'm gonna check, but I'm pretty sure I can mark that off. So this is the page, this is the damage on this page. So we'll go over the transactions and then I'll pull the money for it. So let me just go ahead and set up to discuss the transactions. I like to use my Kindle because I think it's just a vibe. I think it just matches well to kind of leave you less distracted by everything. So I know that I made this note here for me because for my credit card, when I earn money back, I put it towards my balance. And the reason I do that is because if it helps to reduce the amount I owe, then that's great. So certain things that maybe I didn't have enough, but I knew I needed, I would put that towards it and deduct it. And then whatever's left over is what I pull from cash. So I hope that made sense. But we've had a few things like in the garden, $10 purchase. I can't remember what it was for. I did need new tires for my car and I've already reconciled that. It was $856. This was all 4 tires, brand new, plus a warranty plan where they will replace it. It's like 10 years. I kind of crazy. So I was like, okay, I was okay with my husband getting it. Then I also had an oil change. That should be somewhere down here. Maybe I included that. That also was my oil change. So I already reconciled that from our vehicle maintenance. And we did get cat food. Groceries I reconciled because we're cashless for this. So I just basically make a transfer from the checking account that houses our gas and grocery money to pay that. I bought 2 bags of dog food this time instead of 1, knowing I didn't have this quite, but knowing I will in early September. But just because the other day, my daughter fed them in the morning. She usually is the one. Didn't tell us that we had none. So in that evening, I told River to please feed the dogs, and she says there is no food. What? So my daughter ran to Sam's Club, and we did get 2 bags. I don't want to ever feel that way where like we don't have it. We did eat at Wingstop. I went to PetSmart and I got some treats for them. And also food for Hunter. So this is one purchase, PetSmart, and it was broken down to 2 different categories. So I split the cost, whatever it was. I had ordered their supplements, the dog supplements from Native Pets, but on Amazon, and it was on a subscription. So I waited because I didn't know when they'd actually charge the card, because when you set it up, they don't charge it until it ships. So now I have to reconcile that $93.84, which I will probably have to do in September. Then I purchased more neem oil for the garden. I had subscription on Amazon for more treats, which I did cancel because I wound up, we're stocked up on treats. I don't need it. So I canceled it, but I allowed this one to come through because this was for 2 bags of the freeze-dried, dehydrated, whatever, really healthy treats. Various cleaning supplies, we had those on subscription. Hygiene on subscription. I had to get garden ties because some plants need a little bit of support, some help. We had to purchase a hammer, and the reason why is I told my husband, I said, you need to teach me and the girls how to turn off the gas in the water should there ever be an emergency and we need to, and you're not here, or you've been knocked out and you're unresponsive and we've got to figure it out. I don't mean to laugh at that, but I mean, he was laughing at me when I'm saying this. He said, okay, I'll show you how, but I need you to get a hammer that has to stay near where you shut off the gas. You cannot move that hammer from there. And I don't think he was being insulting, but he was like, you might not be able to turn it off. You may not be strong enough. So you would just like use the hammer to help you turn it off. I was like, okay, I think that in the moment, you know, like that adrenaline mom strength will come out. But if not, yes, I will definitely order a hammer. So we did that. He needed a new cup. He says he felt out of the insulated cup family that like me and my girls all have Stanleys, and the only reason we do is because I purchased it through a really good sale they were having. Like I paid pennies to the dollar. I would not have otherwise. And then I found out like some kind of bad stuff about Stanley. I don't know. I have to do a little bit more research on that, so I don't want to speak too much on that. But I did purchase him a tumbler that would keep drinks hot, keep drinks cold. And he asked for like 36 gallons, like a huge thing, very huge. I'll post a picture. I'm not sure where I'm pulling that from. We'll see. As we do this, I'll decide. I purchased baskets and I have to adjust that price. So I'm not going to do anything with that today because they didn't fit. I wanted to return them and Amazon said I could return. But when you go to submit the return, it wants to charge you for a shipping label. And that's not Amazon. It was the company who sold the baskets. So I wrote them and I said, hey, you know, you guys advertised it was 10.5 inches, but is in fact not 10.5 inches. It's more like 11. And I specifically needed that dimension or else it wouldn't fit. And I explained that to them and they're like, well, we can't like accept the return without, we don't pay for the shipping. They said, but we can give you a $12 or something like that refund. I said, well, okay, if I'm stuck with them, I'm stuck with them. But the refund I would appreciate. So that price will change. I purchased this like cauldron setup. That'll come from Halloween. So I think I may have the cash for it, but no, all that cash is in a high yield savings account. So I'll reconcile that online. But basically like a Halloween setup where it's like 3 cauldrons and you can make a, you know, s'mores bar or whatnot. So I will post a picture. We had to purchase a drum dolly. So basically underneath the filter for the koi pond, we had to move where the pond's location was to provide it more shade so that this algae stops taking over. And it looks beautiful, by the way. So it totally worked. But moving that filter was crazy, right? So I said, we need to put it on wheels. So now we're trying to figure out how we're gonna get it on wheels because I've already set it up. It's filled with water, super heavy, but yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out, but we need it to be on wheels. So I purchased one that has a lock so that it's not just rolling around, right? But it'll allow us to move it should we need to. And then I'm not going to pay this yet because I just received this in the mail today, actually. Today's Wednesday. Tallow and honey for your skin. So I'm gonna try it, see if I like it because it's $32 for a little jar, and we'll see. I may return it, but you know, maybe not. And then the last one. So if you follow me on Instagram, you guys know that I took the kids to the beach. I took the day off from work. Do that. Use your time. Obviously, it's good to like save your time, accrue your time. I totally get that, but don't feel bad for taking the days off. For me, like taking it on a Friday was perfect. The beach was perfect. Hardly anyone was there. Traffic was great. It was just wonderful. So much better than being there on a like busy weekend where there's too many people and you can't even hear the water because everyone's just talking, right? So it was a beautiful day and we then went to a nice sushi dinner after. So that is probably going to come from either our summer envelope. I don't think necessarily dining out because I do have to reconcile that purchase. And I might be able to pull from dining. I got to see what I have left. So let me just go ahead and get set up to pull the money. Let's start in my pet binder and just see what we can do for some of these purchases. I know some of it I will just have to cash stuff less in September for some of these categories to basically make up the difference. So let's add up all of the pet purchases. Okay, let me write that down. So it should be $283.65. That does not mean that's what we're going to pull because I may not have it. So we're gonna do the best that we can. So let me go to the dog's food. I purchased 2 bags, $84.72, and I know that I only had enough for 1 bag. So 42. So I'm just gonna make a note of what I'm pulling, and then I'll know how much I will cash stuff less next time to cover the difference. Okay, and let me go to the cat food really quick because I know I don't have all of it. Their cat food went up in price, so I thought I had enough for 1 bag, but it turns out I didn't. So I'm gonna put 21 towards it, but it did come out to $29.81, so I'll just cash stuff, whatever the difference is, that much less. And then let's go to treats. Should be back here. So let me add up just the treats really quick. Okay, so 55.46. So I'm gonna do 50. All right. Let me make note. So I think I just pulled 50. I just had to do the math again, like, because I know that I messed up. I think I should have put 55 because I did 2 20s, a 10, and it's 55.46, so it should be $55 that I'm putting towards that. So let me just mark 55, and let's see. Okay, so let me go to Jurassic Park because we did get food for Hunter. And that was $20, so that is what I have left in here. So I'm going to take that whole amount. Okay. Then for their native pets, which is like the supplements that we use, I'm going to just see what I can pull from both of their envelopes and then take the rest from treats and toys. Because honestly, Atlas won't eat the food if we don't put the native pet stuff in it. Like if we just give him his food, the bag of food that we buy from Sam's Club, he'll look at it, look at us, look at it, look at us, like, you think I'm eating this? And he won't. He truly won't. So $93.84, so basically $94. So let's see what we have. 10, 20, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. So we will put 47 towards it right now. And then I'll just cash stuff the difference, like less the difference next time. Okay, I think that's it for the pet binder. Let's hop into the high priority binder and see what we can do. I'm going to go to the home section first because I have a couple garden purchases. So let's add garden up. $38.45. So 20, 30, 35. I really wanted to get rid of that one. Oh, I guess I could swap it out. Okay, so 35, I'll make this 40, right? And then I'll take 2 ones back. And then because this one is like really janky, I'm gonna put that to the bank and take this one back. Okay, so in garden we have left 10, 25, 26, 27, 28. I have to get nematodes, so that'll probably be gone shortly. So $38 for the garden. Okay, so let me go to home maintenance because that's where we could pull the hammer from. Technically, we could pull the drum dolly from home maintenance as well, because I don't think, oh, I didn't check that in the pet binder. I don't think I have anything in our koi pond envelope. Nope, I don't. So for that drum dolly, I'm gonna have to think of where else. So I mean, it has to be paid either way. So I'll just pull it from here. So let me just add those two up. So the hammer and the drum dolly. Okay, $96. So I'm gonna take 100. I need 4 ones back, but I think I'm gonna give this one up and I'll just take a 5. Try to find a decent one. That's nice. Okay. So $96. Okay. Now, yeah, I'm not going to do the baskets until I figure out the new total, so I'll worry about that later. Household and toiletries are in my essentials binder. I might just pay for his tumbler from my personal spending money. Sorry, you might hear my chicken in the background. I have 2 chickens recovering, and I keep them with me in my office just because I want to be able to keep an eye on them, and I'm constantly in here working. So I think that's it for this binder. Okay, let's go into low priority, reconcile the dining out. Oh, I did say I wanted to see if I had enough in dining out instead of using summer. Let me see, hold on. 81's left in summer anyways, so let me see. I'll see if I can reconcile it from dining out. Okay, so this is my essentials binder, but I do need to hop into my wallet because in addition to what I have here, I think I have some in my wallet. Okay. Oh yeah, this is leftover. Oh, that's so cool. I forgot. I actually had money left over from my nail appointment. So I'm going to put that to the side because that has to go into my nail envelope. I have a couple receipts which I will scan into Fetch Rewards and Receipt Hog. Okay, so if you're interested in those types of like where you earn points and earn gift cards and stuff like that, definitely check out the links in my description. They either give you like money to purchase like gift cards with, or you can earn coins, which you can actually convert to real cash depending on which app you use. So super excited to scan that receipt. So let's see what we have left. Let me just add this to that. When I made a new dashboard for my deposit to the bank, how pretty is that? I love the vinyl. I really do. It is more work for me to do that, but it is pretty therapeutic to like vinyl. I didn't really think it would be, but when it doesn't go on perfect, it bugs me like to no end. But I really like that. Isn't that pretty? Okay, enough of that. So let's see what we have in here. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 141, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 149. And I would technically need $188.71. So basically 189, and I said I had 149 here, right? Yeah, okay. So if I minus this 149, $40 is what I would need So because I really do want to reconcile this, I'm going to go ahead and pull that 40 from summer. $20, $30, $40. Okay, so that's the $189 I would need to cover the eating out, and that also means that we are done with our dining out money for the month of August. Today is August 28th, so not too bad. I will be using personal spending money to purchase food for us because we just had a crazy couple days. We're not really sure like when or how it happened because we really monitor when the dogs are out in the yard, especially with the chickens, and you know, this is snake season and stuff. So I guess our dogs like somehow were able to convince 2 of the chickens to like come out of a very small opening. The chickens are fine. I don't really know what happened. We didn't see a dog actually attacking them. One has a small cut, the other is having limited mobility on its left side, and I think maybe a broken wing or a broken leg is why, I'm not sure. But they're in with me. We're closely monitoring them. And then I found 2 snakes in the yard, so then we had to capture them. And I'm not a capture and just release for you to come right back, but I'm also not a capture and kill. So we called animal control for them to come and get them. And then my understanding is they take them and release them really like far out into the desert. So I hope that's what they do because, yeah. And we didn't know what kind of snake it was. It honestly was like rattling its tail, but they were babies, which is actually worse if they're venomous because they don't know how to control how much venom they are, you know, injecting out. So we were a little nervous, but it turns out they were gopher snakes. But still, it's just been some crazy couple days. So, and the kids were like, don't cook dinner. We have food. Just get something for you and Dad. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So this money's going back to the bank. I'm happy that I'm able to reconcile a lot of these, even if I'm not able to reconcile all of them. It does even itself out. I don't really like going into the next month with said deficit, but it happens, life happens, and that's where I have to learn to like give myself grace because I'm pretty bad at doing that. So this is just one of those times I have to give myself grace. So now let's go into household and toiletries. We'll start with toiletries since that's the envelope that is right here. So various hygiene was $48. And I had just used a lot of this and I was going to start building it back up. And then I forgot we had our subscription of certain things. So, and I like to, and the reason why it's expensive right now is because we buy in bulk. We buy huge family size ones. And then for the bathroom, we have like our own little pumps, right? So we refill the pumps and then we put the big box container, whatever it is, like in back stock into the laundry room, and then we refill as necessary. So when we purchase those things, they're not like $5, $6 bottles. They're like $30, $40 bottles. So that's how that happened. So $48, which means I will need change. And yes, I'm using a calculator. It's 52, but I just wanted to make sure. So let me go ahead and take out 52. Try to take out the nicest. 20, 40, 50, 52. All right, so we have reconciled that. $48. Okay, and then for household, it's $44.96, so basically $45. If you haven't noticed, I will either round up or round down for the change. It all works itself out in the end anyways, so I don't worry about the change. Basically, our checking account cushion is basically our like virtual piggy bank, so the change just kind of works itself out. All right, so we need $45, 20, 30, 40, oh, 20, 30, 45. But do I want to just leave 100? Yeah, that's fine, because I'm going to be building this back up. I'm going to be adding for September, and I can just add smaller denominations. So we have 100 left in household. And if you're wondering the difference between household, home maintenance, like, because you saw the both envelopes, household is like basic cleaning supplies, toilet paper, things like that. Home maintenance would be like, I say this all the time, I always use this example, but like if you need a new shower head, right? Or you, like we bought a stopper for our kitchen sink so that the food gets trapped, it doesn't go down the drain, you know, just household stuff like that. I mean, it's home maintenance, like basically to maintain the home. Household is to keep it clean, I guess is the best way I can explain it. Okay, so last up would be his tumbler. He has no money left, so I can't pull it from his personal. And I really wanted him to have this. It was $29.55, so basically $30. So I'm gonna just go ahead and cover it for him. Aren't I so nice? No, just joking. But I would, you know, jokingly say that to him because I love him so much. And actually, let me count that really quick. So 20, 30. That's for his tumbler. And then we're done with that. But I want to see how much we have in my personal spending because this is going to go for my savings challenge video this week. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 105, 106, 110, 115, 116, 17, 18, 19, 20. Was that 120? Yeah, I lost count. But that is all going to my savings challenge video, which I'm super excited for. It's not as much as we normally have, but that video is going to be super special for me because River but Miss River got more fan mail. So she is so excited to open this box. It's just sitting here and I have told her, nope, not until we film. So can't wait to see what our wonderful customer now friend Jennifer got for us. I have been blessed with such amazing people, whether you're supporting my YouTube channel just by being here, whether you're just on Instagram liking my stories and posts, whether you shop my Etsy store. I mean, really, I've just been so blessed with such amazing people. Hardly any like iffy situations, really understanding, and I don't know. I couldn't be happier about it. So that's it for today. Let's go ahead and add this up. Okay, so if I did that right, $631. Let's see. Part of me thinks no. I don't think I added that up wrong, but we'll see. So 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300. So 300, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 400, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 500, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, ooh, yeah, maybe 600, 610. Okay, so if that's 610, then this should be $21. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Woohoo! I did it. So that is it. $631 is going back to the bank. This will just either replenish my checking account cushion if I used my debit card, or it'll go towards the credit card that I used. And I realized that I don't know that I redeemed this for my credit card, but I don't know if I allowed myself to apply it to any of these. So what I might do is, instead of cash stuffing less, let's say for example, Native Pets, I paid $47 out of the $94 bill. I could just let that cover the rest. Do you see what I'm saying? that was free money, basically helping me pay that transaction. So, I mean, if I wanted to do it that way, I could, but I don't know, I have to look. I always pay my balance in full because I like to be able to have like no interest hit. So I'll use it and then just pay it off. So either way, it goes towards helping lower my statement balance. So again, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I really appreciate you being here. And if you haven't already, go ahead and give this video a like, comment, say hi, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.